everyone, welcome back to my channel. As always, I wanted to go ahead and thank everybody for all of the love and support here on my Instagram and as well as my YouTube. It's crazy how everything's been blowing up and so many doors have been opening for me, and I wouldn't be here where I'm at today if it wasn't for you guys. So I just wanted to go ahead and thank you guys all so much, like literally from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. A lot of people have been asking for me to host like a meet and greet. So for those of you who want for me to host a meet and greet, go ahead and leave a comment down below, and I'll probably set something up for Riverside area or maybe LA or wherever it is that you guys want to meet up at. So go ahead and leave a comment down below in regards to that. So this happened to me when I was in elementary school, but I remember it so clearly. And I was such a little bitch when I was a little girl. Like, you know, those little girls that are like traviesas, but they get away with everything somehow, like they always have their way. Yeah, that used to be me when I was a little girl. So anyways, I used to have this neighbor. I don't know if he might follow me on Instagram or watches my YouTube videos, but no disrespect, because you know, you're my friend, you know, we keep it cool, we keep it 100, you know, all the time. So he used to live like across the street. I'm not gonna say any names because I don't know if he'll be okay with me saying his name. Yeah, so anyway, he lived across the street from where I live. And I used to be one of those like little girly girls that used to play with Barbies and used to play with easy bake ovens. And my parents bought me two little playhouses like in my garage. And I used to play like mom and like play dad. I don't know. Sometimes I used to make my monas like have sex and like kiss each other and stuff. You guys know you did that too. Like, don't you, y'all ain't gotta lie. But anyways, I used to do that. I used to be traviesa. And so I remember one time the ice cream man came, and that was like back in the day. Like, I don't even think the ice cream man. Sorry, my phone died. My setup is my pillow. Yeah, because I don't feel like setting up my other camera. Anyways, so the ice cream man passed by, and this was at the time that they used to sell the Lucas, like, you know, like the big containers of the Lucas, and it used to be like the one in the yellow packaging, like the really hot one. So the ice cream man passed by, and I bought some of the Lucases. I bought the yellow one. I think I bought two of them. The point is, whatever, I bought them. And the negrito, because he's a negrito, he used to come like over to play Playhouse or whatever it is that we played over to my house. So he came over, and my parents were inside, and I don't remember what we were playing. All I remember is like me being in the house, because we used to have a little playhouse in my garage, and then we used to always play like picnic and stuff. So like I would tell him, I would send him. I was such a little bossy ass bitch. Like, I used to be like, all right, well, we're gonna have a picnic, so go to your house and bring food, because he used to always have barbecue lays, and for some reason, like, my mom would never buy us barbecue lays. So I'm just like, hey, like, bring your chips. And like, he would bring pork chops, like like, he would go on his little scooter, zoom off to his house. Dude, check this. We were like in second grade. I think we were like second or third grade. Like, we were like morritos. And so he would go to his house, go get like pork chops or whatever it is that he had at his house in his hand. And then like he used to bring it, and it would be cool, dude, because like I would bring like hot Cheetos, because you know we always have hot Cheetos at my house, and whatever it is that we had at our house, and we would just sit outside and have a little picnic sort of. But this time it was different, because we were playing house, and we were playing mom and dad. I remember we were playing our princesses and kings. I don't know where the hell I came up with these games. Like, if you ever like sit and watch little kids, like just observe them and ask them what kind of game they're playing, and they literally make up a whole game, and they'll make up their rules as they go. I don't know why kids do that, but I used to do that. So we were in my little playhouse, right? And I remember I was like sitting on the corner of the little house, and then like I had my Lucas in my hand because I had just bought it. And I was just being very bossy with him. I remember I was like, you better call me your queen. I was like, you have to call me your queen. And he was just like, no, like, I'm not going to call you my queen. And I was like, you better call me your queen. And he was like, no, like I'm not gonna call you. And we were just going at it for like a good minute. And then I remember I'm like, you're not gonna call me your queen? I was like, all right. And oh my, I grabbed the Lucas and then I threw in his eyes. Like I was just like, bam, like I shot in his eyes and a whole bunch of Lucas came out because I had it like on the little part that was not like the ones with the holes, but like the section where it had like the big asshole. And I threw it at him and it landed in his eyes and he was just like, ah, like he just started screaming so loud and I was just like, like I had no idea what to do because he was legit screaming and he lives across the street over here. And that's when my parents like rushed outside and they were just like, Yani cabrona, ¿qué hiciste? Like, los negros nos van a venir a chingar. And she was like, oh shit. Like, I was so scared. I had no idea what to do. So I just, like, I stayed in there and I was just like, fuck, like, what the fuck do I do? Like, with the Lucas in my hand, like, and they took him inside and he was just, like, screaming, pobrecito, like, screaming, like somebody was killing him. And my mom and dad both took him inside the house and then they put him over the sink and they just started, like, washing his eyes and stuff. Oh my god, I was so scared. And then eventually he stopped crying. And I don't really remember too much of what happened, but the point is he went back home and we told him not to say anything because we were so scared, you know, that they were going to do something to us. And then my parents like yelled at me, they're like, no quiero que andes haciendo esas cosas otra vez and blah blah blah. And I was just like, I'm sorry. Like, she's like, ¿por qué le tiras chile a los ojos? I was like, because he wouldn't call me his queen, like, and he wouldn't call me his queen. So I was like, the fuck, you ain't gonna call me your queen? I was like, all right. So that's when I busted out with the Lucas. Like, I was such a traviesa when I was a little girl. Like, it wasn't even funny, man. And so then, like, the next day, my parents made me apologize to him. So, like, the next day, we were at recess. I remember he was running, like he was zooming off, like, you know, when like girls or guys would chase girls like on recess or whatever. So I remember he was like running around, and so then I was like, hey, like I called his name. I was just about to say his name, but I was like, hey, like come here. And he was like, oh, hey, what's up? Like, you know, he was cool about it and everything. And I just felt so bad. I was like, hey, you know, like, I'm sorry for throwing the Lucas in your eyes yesterday. He was like, nah, like, you're straight. Like, you're cool. And I was just like, oh, like, okay, you know, like, and I just felt so bad. Like, why would I do that? Like, that is so fucked up. Like, who throws Lucas in a little boy's eyes because they wouldn't call you their queen? And I'm just like, I had issues when I was little. But yeah, I thought it was funny. I mean, like when I sit and think about it till this day, I still laugh because it was just like, it was just wild. I have a whole bunch of like stories like this of when I was a little girl and stuff. And I actually have always been into like recording and like fashion and like makeup and stuff. Like I have videos from when I was little and I used to make my sister model clothes or I would do her makeup. When we had fashion shows and like I would just sit and talk in front of the camera. Like it's been since that long ago. So I will try to find those so I can go ahead and show you guys because they're very funny. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this week's Chisme for the week. I'm sorry that it wasn't, you know, recent, but I just been very busy and I haven't actually sat down to like think about what it is that I'm gonna record. But yeah, with that being said, stay tuned for this week because I will be uploading more YouTube videos. So I will go ahead and talk to you guys later. If you guys have any questions, I'm actually going to open up my own P.O. box so that way you guys can send me fan mail and then I'll do like a opening up P.O. box, you know, for my YouTube channel, and then I'll go ahead and read some letters or have advice videos so you guys can go ahead and send me your letters. And yeah, so I will talk to you guys all in my next video. Bye, girls.